Hello everybody, this is Sivo Dragos and this is my friend Daniel Cavalcanti from Brazil, which will assist me today. Today we want to introduce you the topic of Yipsaw, which literally means catching hands. We have the Yipsaw in the jump cue form. Most of the people know this movement, but also because this is just a function, it exists also in different versions. One of the most asked questions is, what can we do if your opponent throws a punch and then quickly returns? For us, this just means he has a second chance, which is exactly what we like to avoid. So what we are trying to do here is the tactic of one chance limitation. And for this we need the Yipsaw. Let's see this in two scenarios. The one will be, I am limited somehow, so I cannot move back, so I'm limited in space. And the other is, what if we have enough space? Okay, we start with the first one. My partner throws me a punch and I will try to escape his punch by moving left or right. And when I do this, I don't just want to distract his arm in my direction, but I use the second hand, which is like a scissor moving one against each other and has the ability to catch. So one hand goes down, the other goes up. Let's see this again. So this time it's catching move. Because this goes down, this goes up, it catches his hand. It is Yipsaw. And this also means he gets out of balance and he will not have the chance to use the second hand properly. So by this we have a time frame of advantage, which is by taking him out of the balance again. See, I pull and I go in. So my body rotation is charging up my next step, and this is of course based off Taoistic principles. So it's like flowing of water. Let's say water flows to the coast, gets a resistance and then changes direction. He's the same, at the peak of resistance I will be swinging back and then do the counter strike again. See, I pull him, discharge. Let's see this from the inside. So I would have done not to the right, but to the left. Okay, so this time again I catch him and this moves from underneath. So you cannot use the second hand because of this pulling action. Again, so, and I will again swing back, this time catching his neck, control his feet, even a door opener, so it bends it even more. Wait here, and with a chunk here, lap saw and gun saw, which may be frozen. Just an example. Thank you very much. Okay, let's say we are working with an open position, like communication, pre-fight, and so on. In this position, if you punch me, I'm using the gouge or the crossing tanza, which we know from the Scimitar. When I do this, I don't only do a body rotation, but it's basically a pulling move. So it's like a vacuum, it pulls him in my direction and takes him out of balance. So it's a catching move of Yipsaw using the gouge tanza. And then I, of course, as I'm charged up, as I have this first movement, I will follow up with a counter strike, which isolates him again, prolong his body spine. This is an application with slow play. See, I was catching it. So I have the turning and the sinking, and in close position, a strong position. Okay, extended hand have less size stability, but let's say bent hands have much more power. See, I pull him my direction. This one. This was two examples for the close range. Now let's see the wider range. Let's say the opponent is standing in the distance where he has to do a step in between, so he cannot move his body quite quickly in my direction. He will telegraph it. I can see it. Can you punch me quickly? See, I can see him doing this. And by moving back, can you do this? I'm now not in the distance he can reach me. I'm just in the distance to influence him. And this is a key principle here. If I can afford to move back, so I will not be in the danger zone of his or reach of his weapons. So once you do this, see, I use the Hüngotso and Bongso here. This has a pulling ability. This Bongso will make him move slightly to the side, which both together is Yipsaw, so a catching move, and brings him out of balance. And then it's easy for me to follow up with the next step. Pull him, go in. Okay. So pull him. Maybe I go to his knee, or if he's already bent, to his head. And this is just an example. See? This time I use the Jutsu from outside and the Bongso. Then I change to the Tsubu, so I have more pulling force, he falls in my direction, and then maybe I get something like this, and of course controlling it. Okay, so you take, pull him, pull up and just spin or rotation. So I show this slowly. I show this here. I pull his arm and give some kick. This was here. The alternative I could have done the Bong Sao Wu Sao. So when I do this from my open position, it's like crossing my hand. And I will using the bong from the inside, which is my bong, and using the Wu Sao to regulate the distance. So then again we have the catching ability. So you punch, see, this hand goes in the elbow pit, and I use the body weight, so it's rotation plus using gravity. See, it's like pull him. Once he falls in my direction, I turn to him. Then we have the lancer, like in the jump kyo, see, from here, like here. Okay, so pulls in and falls. Of course, this is dangerous when we cannot do this too fast, but to show the principle. He punches, see, I trigger this spline, spin rotation, and he falls up by losing balance, and he falls in my weapons. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed this small demonstration. Thank you very much. Bye bye.